Okay, let's dive into this explainer and immediately tackle a pretty dangerous paradox that is absolutely crippling modern workplaces. We're talking about the toxic trap of rewarding hours worked instead of results delivered. You know the vibe. We constantly applaud the 3 a.m. emails and the overflowing Jira boards, basically mistaking sheer motion for actual progress. So today, we're going to break down exactly why this hustle mindset is a trap and how you can shift your leadership focus toward tangible business outcomes. So picture this for a second. A developer pulls a heroic all-nighter to fix a completely broken software deployment right before launch. The next morning, you publicly praise their dedication. But you really have to ask yourself, are you actually rewarding hard work? Or are you just actively incentivizing sloppy processes and really poor planning? Because when we constantly praise the firefighter, we're basically teaching our teams that the only way to get noticed is to let things catch fire in the first place. The SPACE framework for developer productivity actually addresses this perfectly. It points out that massive activity metrics just don't equal high productivity. In fact, longer hours often signal a much darker reality. Your team is just brute forcing their way through totally broken systems and getting crushed by technical debt. All right, moving into section 1, defining effort versus impact. Let's start with effort. Basically, this is just the raw input that gets consumed to get a job done. It's the hours logged, the budget burned, the endless meetings you had to attend, or the thousands of lines of code written. In a purely operational sense, effort is literally just a measure of friction and cost. Now, contrast that with impact. If we look at this through the lens of OKR methodology, objectives, and key results, impact is defined entirely by the value created. Did this specific task generate revenue? Did it slash system latency? Did it drop support tickets by 20%? Impact really doesn't care how much you sweat. It only cares about the needle you moved. And here is the absolute core of the problem. Massive, exhausting effort can still yield literally zero impact. Think about spending 6 months building a complex feature that no customer actually wants. That is high effort, zero impact. On the flip side, a highly efficient, super low-effort tweak to an onboarding screen can drastically improve conversions. Bottom line, effort does not inherently equal impact. Which brings us to section 2, the recognition matrix. Basically, every single task your team executes falls into one of 4 distinct quadrants when you plot effort against impact. It gives us 4 operational categories: quick wins, big bets, fill-ins, and money pits. And setting it up this way gives you a really clear, actionable leadership blueprint. So, how do we handle them? Well, if a task is a money pit, meaning high effort but low impact, you need to redirect your team and coach them on brutal prioritization. Big bets, those high effort, high impact tasks, are your strategic milestones. Those are the ones that earn promotions and public praise. Quick wins are low effort but high impact. Don't just accept these, study them so you can scale that working efficiency. And finally, fill-ins. Low effort, low impact tasks. You want to minimize these entirely and reserve them strictly for downtime. Let's look at section 3, constructive praise blueprint. Okay, weak praise sounds kind of like this. Hey, thanks for working late, John. Great hustle. When you say that, you've just complimented the input, which signals that sacrificing personal time is your ultimate metric. No way. Now listen to strong praise. John, your optimization script cut database latency by 40%, saving the team 5 hours of manual work every single week. Notice the difference? You haven't mentioned his hours at all. You've anchored your praise entirely to powerful, outcome-driven metrics. Now, why does this specific phrasing matter so much? Because high-performing teams, as proven by Google's Project Aristotle, really rely on psychological safety. When you link praise to transparent impact, it completely removes favoritism and guesswork. Plus, with equal conversational turn-taking, it creates an environment where everyone feels safe speaking up. They know exactly how their daily tasks drive those broader business OKRs, which, by the way, you can then easily track using performance analytics tools. Finally, section 4, impact drives organizational growth. Value long-term outcomes over short-term surges. That right there perfectly encapsulates effective goal setting. And just to be super clear, Herculean effort absolutely deserves your private appreciation. You for sure should be thanking your team in a one-on-one for their hard work and dedication. But it's the measurable impact that has to drive your public rewards, your team-wide recognition, and your overall company growth strategy. So, I want to leave you with a provocative question to chew on before your next stand-up meeting. Who are you praising tomorrow, and exactly what are you rewarding them for? Are you applauding the friction, or are you actually celebrating the forward motion? If you align your praise with real impact, I guarantee you'll watch your team's true productivity absolutely soar.